Hello, everybody. I am again playing in my Hotpress watercolor journal. This one is by Jane Davenport. I have made my own in the past, but you know what? It's so much awesomer. Yes, awesomer is a word. I just said so. When you don't have to make it. And with my coupon, it actually ended up being about the same price to make or to buy a journal versus making. Right now, what I'm doing is I am playing with my phone trying to find the picture I am going to be painting today. I had requested a groundhog, so that is what I'm going to be doing. I have a couple to choose from. I'm thinking I'm just going to do a full on, almost like a portrait type of pose that I found here. Oh, and set it up right. It's right over there, so I can look over whenever I want. And I am again playing with my Koi watercolor set. And I'm going to prep that up. And I'm going to open up my water jar that I had to find one with a lid on it because my kitty kept on drinking my paint water. And some of these paints are not good for kitties. So, and I have like an assortment of stuff around me. I have some aqua markers. I have some Indie ink markers. I have my Posca, which I kind of ruined. I need a new one. Just a bunch of stuff. But I don't know if I'm going to be playing with them. I just keep them around in case I want to play with them. So, I am really liking doing the start of my pages or my pictures through a stencil because it adds this really neat like texture to the background to it. And I just like it. I don't know if anybody else does, but you know what? You're coming to watch me, so you must like it, right? I think I'm going to grab these two. These are both from the Coral series, the Artist Seller. Let me see, do I have the little thingy bobber here? No. Nope, I don't. I don't have the thingy bobber. Oh, wait, no, I don't. Sorry to get you all excited. You know what, actually, I think I'll do this one by itself because I haven't done just that one. Hello, I see two people are here. I am just getting started. I'm going to grab a brush. I'm really liking playing with my round brushes lately. This is a number... Oh, I can't tell. My brushes are always so dirty. This is a number 10 round. Royal Langnickel? I don't know. So it's a number 10 round. And that's what I'm starting with. I like these because I can get a, like if you look, you can get a nice fine point, or you can push hard and get a broad stroke. So, and again, I'm going to start with turquoise. And if you're out there watching, if you could let me know how things look, I appreciate it. And I'm just going to get started through my stencil, just getting a nice shape going. I've never tried to paint a groundhog before, so I have no like motion memory going on. Ooh, my stencil is dirty. Look at that, moving some color around. Because a lot of times, like, excuse me, I've sketched some horses and stuff like that before, so I kind of have the memory of where everything goes. With a groundhog, I have none. Kind of like the flamingo I did yesterday. I had no memory of how that needed to go. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Cool. I wonder what that was on there. I'll just turn it over. Yeah, I'm just going to keep on going with his body over. See, now, see, this is a hindsight thing again, because now I'm wishing I would have done a different pose, and I should have made him a little bit higher up. So let's just grab another one. And we're just kind of going to blot it this way. I have no clue what this is. I don't know if that's spray inks or what. That is pretty. Aw, I like it. I'm all about surprise art, like having no idea exactly what I'm doing. And a lot of time it works. The scary part is I'm doing this live, so if it doesn't work, sorry. Usually I can hide it. There, we got his head up a little bit higher. Look at, that's a dirty, dirty stencil. No, let's just have fun with that then. I'm just going to put some water, some more of that turquoise, and see what we end up with. I think the other side was the dirty side. Look at that. That's kind of pretty. Aw, Shana, you should clean your stencils. But that's all going to kind of be in the background. I kind of have the shape, which is funny because the shape of him kind of looks like the shape of an owl I would do. The hard part for me on this is going to be the shadowing. And I can kind of, I'm going to go in with my browns and stuff now. I think I had that far enough over that you can see it. I'm making it really wet. That is because even though I like these bright colors in the background, I kind of want them to be oh, look at that. I don't want them to be so bold. So if I mix my colors really wet, then it ends up kind of reactivating some of that color sometimes. And I'm not really going to worry about whites so much because I can add that in with my paint pen or my gel marker or whatever. I have no this is going to be a hard little feller. I should have picked a bit different pose. But you know what? I already started making the marks, so let's go for it. All right. If I were a gopher or a groundhog nose, I would be about here. Ooh, I should look when I'm painting. And they have little tiny eyes. But because it's me, I'll probably make his eyes too big because, you know, that's what I like to do. I'm just mixing up a little bit of dark. Oh, let me dab this a little bit for him's nose because he's got an uncute nose. And just to let you know, when you guys request a picture, I purposely do not practice it the night before. Like I was thinking about it, and I've decided if I do a request, I want you guys to see me work through all my issues live. So you can see it's not always so easy, you know? Like yesterday with that flamingo. I had to completely move his eye over. And actually it kind of looked neat. It ended up being kind of looking like the ear hole, you know? All right, let's see. Ooh, Mr. Fella. Well, his head really is that big. I was just thinking his head is so big, but we have a little bit more. All right, look at that. I think we're starting to get some shape here. There's a lot of grays and stuff. Maybe I should have picked a different picture. There's a lot of variances of color. Like he has a brown head, and then there's like blacks and. No, I don't want to do the hairs in there yet. I just want to add my shadows, my dark areas and whatnot. Oh, forgot to look up at the screen because for some reason my color changes as soon as I start, or my contrast and everything changes as soon as I start playing. I guess that's okay. It's still not as dark as it really is. That will have to do. All right. And I am just laying the color down. I see I have a handful of people watching today. Hello, everybody. I wonder if Vicki's going to catch her request or not. So yesterday I went and saw the Frida and Diego exhibit at the Heard Museum here in Phoenix, and it was wonderful. Um, I'm kind of a save the best for last type of person, so I wanted to see the paintings last, and they had it set up to see the paintings first. So I kind of went against the grain, even though I went in and I turned to the right. Oh wait, no, you're supposed to go. Usually you go to the left. Never mind. Um, so I was going against the grain on everything because that's the way I wanted to see it. So it was crazy. It was kind of wild. There was a gentleman there who I saw, and he was wearing a Wisconsin Badgers hat. And I don't know if any of you follow me really, but my dog's name is Toma, which is my hometown in Wisconsin. And I have a lot of Wisconsin pride. I love my home state. But so I asked him, I said, "Oh, Wisconsin, are you from there?" And he said, "Yep." And I said, "Whereabouts?" And he said, "Madison." And I said, "Oh, I'm from Toma." He's like, "Oh, you're from Toma? Then I can tell you where I'm really from." And he's actually from a small town not far from like where my dad's family is from. So it was pretty cool. Like he recognized the last names of my cousins and stuff like that, and it was just pretty cool. It's a small world. I can't believe how many people I run into from Wisconsin out here. All right, I am going to throw some heat on this and let this dry up a little bit. I'm starting to get the shape of his face. I gotta bring down those cheeks a little bit because he's not a chipmunk. So I gotta go up like this. All right, let me throw some heat on that. I actually kind of like him like this. I'm going to take a picture of it like that, just because I kind of like the look of it. And then, oh, I didn't mean to do that. just because I like the look of it. It'd be fun to recreate this like that. Yep, you're seeing me do a picture right on screen. Take the picture. There we go. I like the looseness of that. I will go back in and add. I'm going to go back in and add more detail to it, but there we go. Oh, but I was so upset with myself last night because, you know, I don't know if anybody has Snapchat, but on Snapchat they have those, I don't know, you call them filters or whatever. Like they have the one where you can take the picture and it puts flowers around your head, which is so Frida. I didn't even think to do a selfie with the Frida thing like that. I'm so mad at myself. You know, it's like ugh, I could like I did a selfie in front of one of my favorite paintings of hers. It's the self portrait with the monkeys. I love that one. Um, and like if I would have been thinking, I totally would have done that Snapchat thing. But oh well. And they even had a selfie spot to take a picture in front of a bunch of flowers, and I did that, of course. People looked at me weird because I was there by myself. And I'm that weird person that even if I'm by myself, if I'm having fun, I am going to laugh out loud, even if I'm by myself. Because you know what? You just have to have fun in life. And 9 times out of 10, I end up sharing a smile with somebody. Most people don't think I'm crazy. It's only the people I wouldn't want to be friends with anyway, so I usually don't worry too much about them. I'm just adding more layers of color because I'm going to have to fix this because he has like a white chinny chin chin. The white hairs on his chinny chin chin. Is this dark again? Cheese and biscuits. All right. I got to remember to keep on looking over. I'm bringing this over so I can see the colors. There we go. Yeah, that's better. It's like just the slightest little thing changes the color on this. I don't know why. I think the hardest part for me on this little feller is going to be the ears. So maybe let's concentrate on those a little bit. Get some more of the browns going. Oops, I pushed a button. All right. I'm thinking all right, let's figure out this ear. It's almost like somebody brushed it back with a brush. Don't know how else to explain it. I'm doing it really wet because I'm just trying to throw some color in there. I'm going to end up blotting a lot of this off. Hopefully I get to it before it dries completely. And I just realized there should be more space there. But that's also because I have his eye so big. So actually I need to bring his ear over. So let's go in with this dark. And add a little bit over. A little bit over. And I am doing the eye too big, but know what? That's just me. We're going to go for it. There, feller. a little bit better. I like how these colors are still kind of showing through. All right, his nose is too small. Aw, we had a handful of people here and they all left. I guess I'm just not that good a chatty person for y'all, but know what? It's okay. Some of you love me. It's all right. Some of you love me. And let's see. I really want to get that shadow in there because his face is actually pretty narrow. There it is. I just want to add a little bit of yellow in there, just a touch up here. Maybe a little bit of orange actually. Because he really is kind of orangey colored. And that ear should come up right about there. And that, okay, I got that right. I just had the ear coming out too far. And it's weird, some of the fur area, like on his chest right here, like where his arms come out and stuff, the under of it almost kind of looks like a purple, like a purpley color. So I'm actually going to throw just a tinge of purple in there. And because of the fur, I'm going to have to go back in with some white or something like that. It's amazing how I've noticed I'll go and I'll look at other people's art and like just looking at somebody else's art, I'll just kind of change how I do things. Like I don't know if I've changed much, but I know this isn't looking a lot like the flamingo. Maybe not yet. Maybe I'll get there. See, and I'm going to have to add in some more white because right in there, there's a little bit of white. Usually I have chatty people in here by now. I purposely put my reference photo over by my computer so I remember to look up to see if there's anybody talking to me. Because of the delay on my computer, because from the time I actually do the action, it takes, I can't remember what delay I have it on, but it actually takes a little bit before you guys actually see it. So sometimes there's comments on there, and it's sometimes hard to know exactly what the comment was about. I'm kind of liking him more than I thought I would, actually. Thank you, Vicki, for the excellent idea. I would have never thought to do a groundhog. Well, maybe not until next February. I do want to lift some of this color up because his brow really isn't that dark. And yes, I know you're not supposed to scrub color away, a lot of people say, but I do it. Another benefit of the round brush, you can pull it flat like that. Ooh, that's still wet. All right, now let's go in with a little bit of this orange. Maybe that'll lighten it up a little bit. Aha! Huzzah! 2 pounds for the king. All right, I have no clue where that huzzah thing came from. He's looking more and more like a groundhog, except his eyes are too low. Cheese and biscuits. His head should end about there. Look at that. I had it right the first time. It should come right about there, I think. Can it be fixed? Let's see. Ooh, that's rather drastic, isn't it? All right, can we fix that? I either need to raise his eyes up. Let's see. So this, his eye should start. Well, yeah, it's the height of the head. His head should end right about there. I think I can fix it. Let's go in. We'll keep on going with our shadows around his nose and stuff. Because he has like a, I don't know what they call that on a horse, but when the white goes up their forehead, he kind of has one of those. And my picture is just a straight black background. It's kind of like that, and then it goes into like that orangey brown color. Oops. A lot of times when you see me just do a brush stroke someplace where it obviously does not belong, that's because I'm looking up at my reference photo while moving my brush around. Not sure that's an excellent thing to do or not, but it's a habit I have. All right, let's see if we can get that orangey color. I'm basically mixing my reds, a little bit of this, and the yellows. A little bit more yellow. All right, so that is about where his head should end. I think I can work with that, as long as I remember that and don't start putting my color in. And part of it is too because I made the eyes bigger. Just I'm not looking to win a still life contest. Even on people, I usually make the eyes bigger. That's just what I like. I think I've always done that. Look at that. All right. Go back in with our, I don't know, I kind of like call this a Sedona brown, Sedona orange type of thing. I like to mix it with the dark brown sometimes for like some cool colors. And actually, it looks a lot like that color I spent so much time mixing up right there, doesn't it? And I'm just kind of whispering the brush across the page. Nothing, no huge strokes, just a whisper of color. Maybe here a couple few large strokes. All right. Now I have to reshape his head. Actually, I made the top of his head a little bit too furry. It's actually, the hair on his head is actually pretty short. So it wouldn't be that textured. I know why there's probably not as many people here today. Usually I put out like an hour notice before I go on live, and I forgot to today. So it's kind of my fault that I'm sitting here lonely and nobody's talking to me. I know there's people there watching. I can see you're watching. All right, now to figure out what to do with this background. I'm thinking we could do, actually, let me get the shape of the ear in here. It also makes it harder for me because I don't know what an actual gopher ear or groundhog ear looks like. So I have to go just by this picture, because sometimes for me, if I am painting something from like an angle like this, it's easier for me to get the details right, even if I'm looking at a picture, if I know what the full ear looks like. I don't know why, but it just seems to work that way. All right, let's hope that's what... Hey, that's not too bad. It looks pretty close. Not too bad, not too bad at all. I wish Vicki was here to tell me if it looks like the ones in her yard. All right, in here there are a little bit of... There's a little bit of texture going on in there. And I really took out a lot of white on this. So I think just to add it in, I'll probably just do like the strokes of the fur. I'm going to save his whiskers for last. All right, now I'm going to dry this, and then I'm going to go in with my incredible pen. All right, there it is. Let's see. And I have decided I'm going to take on Adorkable Playtime Ensues as my daily reminder, or my daily name, just because I was laughing so hard when I was told I was Adorkable yesterday. It sounds like a name from a circus. Presenting the Adorkable Shana. All right. There are some eyelashes there. Not huge going-ons. I'm thinking once I add in the highlight to the eye, he's not going to look as grumpy, because he looks pretty friendly in my picture. I think, except for the size, because I did go bigger, like I said, we're pretty spot on. Let's see. I do need to add a little bit of stipple in here, because he's got all this dark showing through his white fur around his nose. I'm just going to stipple him and do some little stuff. If I let them dry completely before I add the water, they'll still get, they'll still become water reactive, but as long as I don't scrub it too much, some of the major ink will still stay in place. He's got some whisker points going on. Man, his whiskers come out way up here. All right, I'm gonna stop with that. going to move this one first because I think I'm just going to pull color around. I'm noticing you can kind of see his teeth. I didn't even notice those were teeth. I thought it was just like a top lip. So I'm going to have to add those in. I'm going to do I'll add some white in there too. Oops. There we go. That's just the basic shape. Don't hold me to that. And we have a little bit of shadow here. I've also been wondering, like I had only, when I moved to Phoenix, the big thing here was First Friday, like every first Friday of the month. They open up a bunch of the art museums. You can get in for free. There's music on the streets. It's just like this awesome thing. And now I've been hearing about it in other cities. And I want to make a list of all the cities that do First Fridays. Wouldn't it be awesome to go see them all and see the different art in all those cities? I wonder where it started. If anybody knows, you should make a comment on this just to let me know because I think it's fabulous. Well, I might need to add more ink. Oops, maybe not. All right, now I can go in to these little spots. I'm just going to kind of activate them a little bit and then blot. And it looks like I put down a little bit too much ink, but that's all right. We'll just turn him into some of his whiskers. All right, I'm actually going to use my white a little bit here. I want to get his teeth in there, but his teeth really aren't white. They're kind of like in the shadow of his lip. So I got to figure out. They really are that cute. Oops. Just need to get his bottom lip in there. I didn't look at it in detail, but it actually does go pretty wide. There you go, feller. Now I'm just kind of freewheeling it because the picture I'm going off of, his fur isn't exactly like this, but you know what? I'm doing my own thing. I'm making Lyle the groundhog. I think the one in the picture's name is Gerald, so I want a Lyle looking groundhog. All right, let's dry again, and I'm going to pull out my gel pen. I'm going to go straight for the teeth because, oh, come on, open up. There you go. My reference photo closed on me. Let's see. We're going to go in right like this and start adding in some of this hair. There we go. Because all these colors are behind the fur. All right. It might have helped if the photo I chose was in focus. But it's funny because I complain about that, but I kind of do that on purpose. I get smaller photos and get things that aren't in focus, just even in real life stuff, just so it forces me to put my own spin on things. I know. It's dumb. But it's my kind of dumb. It's what I like. All right. All right, he's got I love what the white does to this. It just adds so much. I need to get more of these pens in different colors because to be able to add highlights in different colors would be fabulous. Well, now we gotta get his chin. He got a furry little chin. He's actually got a couple of really long hairs off his chin. Yep, there's one that long. I wish there was somebody talking so I could be given a new idea for tomorrow's animal. I guess I'll be left to my own defenses and I'll have to figure something out. Let's see. And again, because I can't see, I'm guessing which way the fur would go. Over the eye. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this background to make this disappear. I'm thinking I might do, no, he might be sitting in front of a tree or something. That might be some foliage. Yes, foliage. Foliage. I like the word foliage. I don't know why. I also like, look at this. Because I use a stencil underneath with those weird colors, you get like pops of those different colors showing through. And unless you're really looking at it, you don't notice it huge, you know? He does have a lot of white going on his ear, so we'll get that in there. And for anybody who watches this later on today, feel free to leave in the comments your request for an animal to do. I'll be happy to do them. And if I fail at making it gorgeous, that's all right, because we're all about trying things out. The worst that can happen is I end up painting over it, right? Then right here his fur kind of went a different way. I know his teeth aren't very bright in the picture, but I do want, see if I can, all right. Oh, let's see, can I smudge that a little bit? Yeah, I can. It's gonna be kind of covered up by his lip, which is what it's doing there. There we go. And then I'll go back over with my gel pen and add the fur back in. There we go. Just kind of going over it with, there we go. There. They're there, but they're not super bright. Gonna go in. Yes, I know I'm holding this upside down. All right. All right. Let's see. I don't know if this is going to show up a different shade of black or not, but I want it to. Oh, there's no sound? Oh, cheese and rice. Maybe that's why nobody's saying anything. Hello, hello. Actually, okay. I just, oh, hold on, I'm typing to Anne Marie. All right. There is sound. I just hit play on there, so that's why I heard my own voice. All right. Anne Marie, then it's up to you since you're the only one chatting, and I'm sorry about your flat tire. That's why I'm without a vehicle, is because my hubs has a flat tire. His car's sitting in the driveway. Just haven't had time for him to take it off and go get it checked out. But so it's up to you to give me an animal for tomorrow. What do we want to do? Oh, you have sound, but no sound because, okay, you're in a public place. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Tomorrow's Saturday, isn't it? No, maybe we will. No, maybe I'll do my animal for tomorrow when I have Shan time. My friend Shannon comes over on Saturday, usually Saturdays, once in a while Sundays if we have issues with our schedules. But Shannon is coming over tomorrow, so we could possibly do one tomorrow. All right, let's get some fur going there. I'm liking him. Okay, let's figure out the background. I'm thinking for the background, I'm just going to make it, I'm going to do some, I'm going to do a wash of water first, kind of wetting this stuff here. I'm going to start with a turquoise because I like turquoise. Ow! Did I just mess up the camera? I just hit my head on the camera. I should check that and see. I don't know how far I messed it up. Oh no, we're still good. All right. I'm just going to do a wash of turquoise. I probably should have done it through a stencil again just because that is just fun. I'm just going over top, right over top of that. Just because I'm going to want it to disappear a little bit, so Anne Marie is thinking a beagle. I don't know if I've ever tried to do a beagle. I've done other dogs before. You know what? I'll do a beagle tomorrow. All right, so we got that. I'm going to go right in without drying anything and just add this color like this to kind of blend it in. I'm going to throw in some more yellows. Kind of, I'm trying to make it look more foliage-y. Foliage. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. And this is really wet. And that's a good thing. I'm actually going to add more water. Yep, I'm adding more water. All right, a little bit of green up here. Oops. All right, Anne Marie, I'm not going to stop to type, but I think I'll do a beagle for tomorrow for you. Maybe I'll write it down for you in a minute. I'm thinking that sloppy little background kind of pops him up there. I think that looks good. So Vicki, even though you're not here, here is your groundhog. And I think he looks fabulous. Look at this. I am like on a roll. I have been hitting like the hour mark like consistently. I'm pretty dang proud of myself on that. What do you think, you guys? I think it looks like a groundhog. So, yeah. Let's see. Where is, oh, I want to add, oops, that's still really wet. Just a scratching of color over top here. Come on, you pot licker. There we go. There. I like him. You're a cute fella. You know what? I don't know what a gopher nose or a groundhog nose looks like, but I'm thinking he needs a little bit of. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to add the texture back in on that side of his body. I kind of lost it with the greens. That's all right. All right, I think he's done. I think he's golden. He is golden. So today is, no, I'm going to sign him too. I like him. So I hope you enjoyed watching. Tomorrow we'll be doing a beagle. Let me write that down. So let's see. I don't have a scrap piece of paper. I'll write it down so Anne Marie can see. Is that dry? There we go. That's for Anne Marie. So tomorrow we'll do a beagle, and I'm not going to set an exact time for that one. Just watch, because I'll do the live feed while my friend Shannon is here. So you might hear us banter back and forth. I should have asked her if she wanted to do that. But now she's stuck. No, I want a little shadow right here. I hope she doesn't mind. If she minds horribly, maybe it won't happen. But I'm not thinking she's gonna mind. Here we go. All right, you guys. You all have a great day. And know what I'm gonna do? I found this canvas that I was playing with a while ago. I don't even know what it is. Looks like some crackle paste, and I have some stencil stuff. I don't even know what mediums this is. This is what I'm going to play with now. I haven't decided if I'm going to go live. I'll just record my process. So maybe there will be a video of this coming out. Okay? Big hugs, mushy stuff. Mwah, 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 mwah. And you have a great day.